everybody, thanks for joining me here on Golf Chat. My name's Brant. Today I've got Derek Rudolph from Great River Federal Credit Union who's going to be joining me for golf and filming this intro after the fact. Of course, we're a new YouTube channel and trying to figure out the technology, and sometimes you just have some issues with cameras and things not saving the way that they're supposed to. So of course filming this afterwards, but Derek and I spent time out on the golf course really just talking about him, Chief Technology Officer, what he has done throughout his career, how he got to where he is now, and a little bit about him. I think you'll really enjoy it if you spend time watching the entire thing. We did lose some footage on a couple of holes, so I apologize for it skipping and us not getting all of that footage in, but I did get everything where Derek was talking and sharing or answering some questions. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, I would ask you to please like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I will respond to all comments that come in, good and bad. I realize this content isn't for everybody, so I thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy this video with Derek. Okay, so Derek, headed to hole 1. It's a par 4, 287 from the white tees. I'm just probably going to do something stupid. I'll just throw that out there and let you be the smart one. But then, I wouldn't count on that. But then once we get going, I just got some questions for you that we'll have you kind of answer as we're moving along, and you can tell everybody that's listening, probably my family and yours, all about yourself. All right. We got one in play.
All right.
Coming down like, oh, it's held up on the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, road. Off we go. All right. So I am over the road. Derek is
In the rough.
but it's playable. So Derek, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. So, well, I've been in the IT industry for 20 years. The last 18 I've been at Great River Federal Credit Union. Grew up in a small town though, where we didn't really have a lot of technology, and it was just becoming a thing. And so that's always been an interest of mine, and tinkering around with computers and learning about them, and yeah, I don't know, it's been a passion for a long time, and I really enjoyed my time here at Great River with the 18 years that I've spent there, and the last 5 have been the CTO, and I think that's been the most exciting time in my career, because I've actually had the opportunity to make change. And prior to that, it was a lot of just doing what I was told, patching things, fixing things, but actually being able to apply the things I've learned over the years to improve the credit union has been some of the most rewarding aspects of my life. So really enjoyed that. In my free time, I do play a little bit of golf. I wouldn't say I'm a golfer. I play golf. So
I get it.
So mostly with my dad. That's how it started. Was something that him and I could do together, and he forced me to get out there and do it. I'm not much of a athletic individual that didn't really play much for sports, so it took a little convincing to get me out there, and there's been a lot of ugly swings throughout the years.
What'd you hit? I hit an 8-iron. Okay. Lightly roll. Nice.
We'll go with that.
What shot do you like? Do you want to go?
Let's do yours since it's in the
fairway.
I think the distances are about the same.
Okay. Not bad. At least we have a putt for a par.
haven't made a total fool of myself on camera yet. I'm sure that'll happen soon. Get up. All right, got a par putt here. I really don't know what the green is going to do. I'm going to assume it's going to go a little right to left, but that's only kind of at the beginning. What do you see? Yeah, it goes a little bit right to left, uphill. Get up. Started out with a bogey. Got to play each of our shots, so that was good. As we get up here to the next hole, I'd like to have you talk a little bit about your job, what it's like to be a Chief Technology Officer. And as a Chief Technology Officer, I guess the biggest thing is you really never know what's going to come your way. It seems these days there's so many changes in technology that really having to adapt. I'd say the biggest thing that I have to do is adapt and learn, because 5 years ago when I started as the CTO, the world was a much different place, and so and the available technologies were quite a bit different, and there's different emphasis on what's available out there. And obviously this year AI has taken over everything, and a few years ago was blockchain was taking over everything, and we had VR, it was the top thing. So there's always something to keep a pulse on. So a big part of my job is just keeping up with all that stuff, and with that comes maintaining sound security controls, which is a whole nother realm of knowledge that needs to be gained over the years.
So let's talk about. So it's a par 5.
Yeah, long hole.
Here's the wide long hole. Everything looks dangerous other than the fairway, which it's like a 2% chance.
Dr. Benton. Sorry, one second.
Yeah, got you out to the right.
You've been in the IT world for a while now, you know, AI and security being the big issues. Like what's the thing that keeps you up, I guess, the most at night? When you think about your job, besides me sending late night emails or texts or what am I going to wake up to the next morning is often in my mind, really, because you know, when it comes to some of those security incidents, they can happen when you least expect it, and that's typically common too. So in the night is really when I worry about what's lurking.
Yeah, sure.
that we're not being mindful of.
So we are 241 to the pin.
Yeah.
So
Long way.
grip it and rip it. That's nice. Come on, ball, go.
Get up there a little bit.
You're on. We're putting.
We're putting.
Get it.
Oh, come on.
Oh. He played it just out to the left a little.
Yeah, just to the left a little bit. Not a ton, though.
Nice. All right, so we got it. We got a another bogey.
Another bogey.
I think.
Yep.
Seems about right. It's better than
Yeah.
I'd be playing on my own, but probably not better than you'd be playing on your own. You'd probably be birdieing both of these holes.
Oh, yep. That's for sure.
So when you think about like AI and security stuff, like what are you most excited about?
Like, you excited about the AI stuff? Are you excited even though the security stuff is scary? Are you excited about that stuff? 'Cause, you know,
I guess excited but cautious. Mostly because there's still a lot of unknowns. It's still relatively new technology, and there's a lot of work going into it, and developing proper policies and procedures. So that the two go hand in hand as being, well, like, AI is exciting, but the security behind it is kind of not well defined in what you need to consider. And so, yeah, I guess that's where I'm cautious. That and a lot of the AI technologies are simply marketing ploys. Sure. Yeah. And so, determining what is really a benefit to the organization and what is, just a rebranded process that's existed for a while is another part to be cautious about.
Yeah.
I would say. But overall, very excited about what it can do for us.
Okay. Well, here we go. Par 4, 294 yards. Looks like we got about 106 until some garbage down there. So I don't know if the play here is to lay up or if you're just the type that grips it and rips it and you're going to go for the green.
Yeah, probably not going to do that.
I think a layup is in my wheelhouse.
Yep. All right.
So what are you going to hit here?
I am probably going to hit my 5 hybrid. Try to get down, but very often.
Well, it's so crazy. As a kid growing up, I was hitting a pitching wedge 150 yards. Now it's like 125. So you get fat and old and slower, and life changes for sure. Any idea where that's going to be? Nice ball.
There we go.
And I don't want you to be embarrassed or nervous at all, but
That's about perfect.
the camera was facing your butt on that one.
Oh,
So,
sweet.
Yeah. Hello, Derek's butt to the world. Yeah, so AI security, you were saying, sometimes it's kind of touch and go with the newer technologies and trying to make sure that we're staying up to date, but obviously all that stuff costs money too. So how do you kind of deal with that in budgeting as a CTO when there's unlimited options at unlimited prices? What are you typically looking at as your software?
I think sometimes it's difficult to always just go based on an ROI calculation. You can do the work, do your research, and determine how much time and energy people are putting into a certain task and process. But often you got to take a little bit of risk there too, a little bit of chance that maybe you didn't do the research in the full extent of the manner to actually come up with a figure that shows a positive ROA.
So Derek, you got about a 90-yarder here from the rough. Great shot. I mean, with your hybrid, just barely rolled here into the rough, but perfect anymore, and we would have been in the cabbage. I believe in you. Give them heaven. Be the one. Look at you, man.
Oh, look at that.
Lovely. All right.
That almost looked like I knew what I was doing.
Yep. Goodbye, Callaway. That was $3 lost. So we're looking at, what is it? About 18 feet. Appears to be downhill. Give you the honors. We used your drive, we used your second shot. All right, let's sink the putt. Let's walk away with a birdie. Thinking it's going to. Okay. So keep that in mind. And it's a little quick and a little quick. Get in the hole.
There you go. Yes.
Right on. Nice.
Hey, birdie.
Yes.
Sweet, there we go.
So tell us about your education before I throw the cameraman off the cart one more time.
Yeah, so, well, since I knew in high school already that I definitely wanted to do something computer related, so I initially chose computer science, and everyone tried to encourage four-year degree at that time, and so went to university and started studying computer science, and spent 2 years at the university and just decided that that really wasn't the path for me. Computer science in essence is computer programming, and while I was interested in it and picking up on it and enjoyed what I was learning, I didn't like that there wasn't really much variety in what I was going to be doing. It's like, well, I'm going to be sitting here writing code all day for the rest of my life, and I am someone who really enjoys variety in my life. I like to try new things, and so I decided, well, maybe just overall systems administration might be a better fit, or IT management, that aspect. And so I also decided that, well, I wasn't really picking up what I felt was needed from the education I was getting to really be effective in the workforce. So I switched and went to a community technical college and tried to finish my degree as quickly as possible. So I took a ton of credits and finished that in a year and a half.
Dang!
After I transferred from the university, because my primary goal was to start to get experience, because the one thing that I was learning as I was using computers, just my personal life, is that's where I was learning everything.
Sure.
So I wanted to get out there, get a job, and start learning.
I'm about to rip this
Yeah.
drive right into the tree.
Hold on, baby. Up the right side. Am I going to get to the grass, or am I
Yeah, I think you made it to the grass.
across the cart path?
Yep.
Well,
Right where that little green patch is, right past that.
Feeling good though. I got all of it.
Yeah, you did.
Good swing. It was straight, just
straight to the right.
To the right.
Yeah,
Well,
straight.
you know what I mean, though. It didn't have any
Exactly.
curve, but
Yeah.
it like
So you're saying it was right where I was facing? Is that?
probably.
That's great. That's great. What are you hitting here?
5 hybrid again.
Okay.
It's my
It's your money club?
yeah, it's my go-to. Kind of got in the air. Short.
Right out on the fairway. That's good. So with your education stuff, like any regrets? Like, are you glad you took the class that you did? And
That's hard. That's always hard to say. I'm not one to really look back and think, well, what if I did something different? I would say there's no regrets, because I am where I am today.
yeah, a degree in zoology, and I'm in banking, so I probably have some regrets in my own schooling and education. But it's kind of like what they said when I was getting ready to go to college. They were like, well, college is going to make you well-rounded. I don't know how a zoology degree is helping me to be well-rounded in banking and financial services, but kind of sounds cool. It's probably not. So what was your favorite class?
Yeah, so favorite class, I mean, oddly enough, it was the programming classes. So
Yeah, sure.
even though that's not what I ended up doing full-time, it still was the most rewarding. And I had teachers that were kind of encouraging me to take more programming classes at that time.
Yeah.
But again, I was kind of mindset that I want to do something different.
Yeah. Okay, so we are 85 yards, pin. We'll, I guess we're playing here again.
out of some cabbage. We'll take some relief off the crab.
I think you get a club's length.
Oh, do I?
That's what my dad always says, whether it's true or not.
Back pin placement. 46 degree. I really have no idea what my yardages are for this length, so whatever. That way long.
Yeah. Oh, you really.
So I know my yardage for this is now more than 80 something out of the rough. That's how you learn that. Go ball. Nice.
Oh wow.
Get in the hole.
Nice.
Woo! Nice job, Sparky. Love it. Okay, so Derek just nailed it. Couple feet past the pin here. I think he's going to be able to step up and hit that birdie putt. I went long because I'm an idiot.
I used your hit to determine how hard to hit mine.
Okay,
So you can.
Well, like they say sometimes in life, your purpose is to just serve as a warning to others. That's my purpose. I get it.
So yeah, it didn't move at all.
Okay. Come on. I was hoping to get 2 in a row, but did not happen. Let's see. Here we go. Can I get it? Hey.
Well, we got a par, so.
Derek, what do you find most rewarding about a job in IT, being a chief technology officer?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of rewarding aspects. I'd say the most is seeing my team succeed at making a positive change in the organization. It could either be enhancing a system or implementing something new, or even just fixing an issue that's been around for a while. I just really enjoy when we can have our successes in technology, and also when we can deliver some additional services to our members that they have been asking for, and we work really hard to deploy something, and so oftentimes it's not always as straightforward as maybe it looks from the outside, and so we've got a lot of projects where they may take a long time, but at the end we've delivered something that helps either team members or members directly, and to me there's nothing better than being able to do that. Now there's a lot of challenges in the way, but I think that's part of the rewarding aspect, is that we overcome a lot of challenges being a relatively smaller credit union and delivering some pretty advanced technologies. So it's really rewarding to actually work through all of the challenges that come with that.
Yeah. Hey, par 4, 296. Hey, we're going to be playing from the fairway.
Yeah,
May not
just
be
not
this
this
one.
fairway, but it's a fairway. Hey now.
Hey, straight. Okay, we are now 62 to the pin. 62, we gotta go over a bunker. Or, if you prefer, put it in it. Right into that bunker. Hey.
Nice.
Okay. We're there. Left a giant beaver pelt. Pick that up so I don't get busted for poaching.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Good girl.
Collect those.
Okay.
Sure.
Put that in my backyard.
Oh, I got one too.
Hey, hey! Look at us, matching pelts. Love it. Going uphill, and then it's gonna break. It's gonna break to the
brakes to the right before it goes uphill.
Oh, goodness.
Get in for a birdie. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna let you tap that in. That's a good putt. Great lag.
The right power on it.
Yeah. You read it well. And a par. So with your team, like, did you inherit a team? Did you pick your team? How'd that work out for you?
I picked my team, which, you know, I have team members that have been with us for quite some time.
Yeah.
Dave's been with us for over 10 years, and Nikki is getting up there as well.
And so how long has your team been together? Like, how long have you and Dave been together?
Let's see here. We've been together for, I think he's rolling on 12 years now. So, you know, a good portion of my time at Great River, most of it was already with Dave on board. There was a brief time there where it was just me and another IT employee. And those were some of the more stressful times, because a lot relies on you at that point in time, and there's really no one else to go to. So
Sure.
but I think putting yourself in that position really gives you the opportunity to grow, because when you're left without options of, well, I can just talk to this individual to get the answer or get support, you really learn how to troubleshoot on your own and be self-sufficient. And I think in IT that's a really beneficial aspect of an individual that's in that field.
For sure. So it's 101 to the pin, playing like 98. Love the confidence. Oh. Okay, so I actually didn't get that the way I wanted. Okay, roll. I lost it when it landed.
Me too. Lost it in the sun.
Okay. All right. So you were pretty close. I didn't go long into the rough. I went short, stayed a little bit in the fairway.
You heard what I was saying, and then you corrected yourself. So I was giving you the advice you needed to end up there, right?
That was exactly right. Well, I'll take it. Goes right. That's prettier. Oh, that's so good. Okay. You come tap that in for the par.
I don't hit very many off the.
The 6 is a par 3. We got our par, so that's good. Most challenging part of your job?
Ooh, most challenging. Well, it's kind of the same as the most rewarding is the constant change. It's challenging, but it's also the same reason why I do what I do. The constant evolution of technology is always creating challenges, but for me, the variety of it is one reason why I love it so much.
Yeah.
Is that there's always something new. But again, that is it can be wearing on you to always be kind of on to accept new things and learn about them, but not only do that, but then also try to deploy these new concepts and ideas to an organization and get everyone else to then adopt it as well. And so all that together ends up being it can be pretty challenging to not only accept the new things yourself, the new ideas and principles and technologies, and understand them yourselves, but then to relay that to others and in a way that makes sense.
Well, and especially since your job is 24/7. I mean, like, something happens at 3 a.m. and I'm awake and I learn about it, I'm reaching out to you saying, hey, something's down or system's not running right. And it's so tough, I'm sure, because you've got all these third-party systems that you're responsible for integrating in, and you know, the systems you have control over, I think they run just fine. It's when we lose some of the control over systems that we end up running into some trouble.
Yeah, I agree. Managing those vendor relationships is, I mean, it's pivotal, but it's just really, it can wear on you for sure, because you know, their goals and what they're doing don't always exactly 100% align with ours, and so trying to bridge that gap and choosing the right partners is also very challenging.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm going to ask you to go out on a limb. Which vendor do you like working with the least?
The least?
Just kidding, we'll cut that out. Why don't you give this ball a new IP address?
Yeah.
That'll play nice.
Yeah, that'll do.
Stay left, ball.
What did I tell you?
Maybe we'll get lucky.
You might get lucky.
And we'll do something down there and we'll give us like 80 in.
Yes.
We'll take our club length. You know, obviously you and I have been working together for the last 6 years, and I was new to the credit union. How, this is your chance to just speak freely.
Yeah.
How do you manage your relationship with me? Like, what have you had to learn about dealing with a new guy coming in, maybe with different ideas or different thought processes? What's that been like for you?
Yeah, I think, well, how I treat it is that, I mean, your boss is just another person with goals and challenges in life and pressures, and so I try my best to understand and align with that.
Sure.
And you know, and just be supportive to your goals, for example. But that takes getting to know somebody, and I think that really is where everything needs to start. Is you need to know the individual before you really have the opportunity to understand them.
Yeah.
And manage that relationship. But with anything, I just treat everyone as like, well, there's just a new friend I can make, you know, basically. Like, I mean, if I treat it that way and look at it, well, it's just an individual here. I'm gonna remove the barriers of this being,
Yeah.
you know, a work relationship, and just
Get up that hill.
oh shoot, that hill wrecked me.
Okay. We're going to call this a par putt due to my errors. And I missed it. So we're going to call this a par putt. And you're going to hit it. Got it. Nice. So, golf, lovely sport. What do you prefer more? The trials and struggles of IT, or the trials and struggles of golf?
I mean, there's a lot of similarities when you kind of think about it that way, you know. I mean, I have to take golf on that, just because.
Yeah. An IT outage, or hitting it short and right on a par 3 into a bunker.
They both sting quite a bit. It depends on how long the outage is. I'd say, you know, if the outage is within 10 to 15 minutes, you know, I think the bunker's worse.
Nice.
par 3, headed to a par 5. It says 446. I don't know if that's from the white or not. Yeah, 446 from the white tees.
Yeah.
Finishing out the front 9 here. I don't know. Give us, what's your assessment so far? Are we playing better or worse?
Oh, we're playing better than. Maybe I was a little pessimistic coming into this since I hadn't really played this year. So, but yeah,
We're gonna go on straight here.
yep, go straight here.
Have to be very careful not to throw off my cameraman, woman, wife.
Camera wife.
I don't want to die when we get home. For being evil. Not a bad shot. Hit it about pin high on that back slope. It spun back a little bit to its landing spot here. So can't be mad at that. I'll mark her down here. What are you seeing? It's gotta go. It's gotta go right.
Yeah,
right?
it's going
So-
right, and it goes down a little bit that way
So do
afterwards.
you think it's going a lot right? Or, I mean,
No,
some of it's
not
going to
a-
be speed controlled, but
Yeah, as long as you can stay up on the top of that.
all right, I'll try and leave this short for a birdie. Look at that, left it short for a birdie. So it is going to move to the right, so just hit it and you probably drop down. Oh.
Right.
5 on a par 5. That's 2 in a row.
Perfect.
That's
I'll take it.
That's good. I think I prefer playing golf with friends on a scramble.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how I'm going to do it from now.
I would not be 3 over. I think we're 3 over. I would not be 3 over at this moment
No, not
if I
yet.
was playing just on my own. Would be nice. You would have just had your head taken off. So, what's your leadership style, Derek? And I guess
good
what do
question.
you think your style is, and then what do the people that work for you probably think your style is?
Well, I think my style is mostly to be supportive of my team and just try to guide and encourage versus kind of dictating everything they do.
Sure.
That's a good question. What my team would think my style is. I would think they would say something similar though, because I've heard comments from my team that I'm there for them when they need it,
Yeah.
and I provide them the guidance without micromanaging their daily efforts. So
Well, and I've really noticed that too. Anytime we're talking to, or if I send something out, on a message, you're usually one of the first ones to pick it up, even though it might be somebody else's responsibility to handle. You're doing a great job of just jumping in and making sure the team knows that you're not just waiting for them to respond to everything. You jump right on it.
yeah, I try to get ahead of those and just provide the team guidance and support in that manner. And jumping on communications as quickly as I can and helping triage it is kind of part of that. It gives them that direction, and eventually over time they learn from that and they can then be more self-sufficient. So that's ultimately my goal, is to support them to be self-sufficient.
Love it.